I'm sitting here at, where am I? Dry Island Buffalo Jump, and I've started reading War of the Worlds for our book and film club on the 13th, and I just thought I would share with you. I bought a book on Amazon, and it came with a little handy little book review that I thought I would share with everyone. Maybe even just to encourage you if you'd like to start reading this book for the book club. You definitely don't have to read the book. You can also watch the Steven Spielberg movie or join us for watching that on the 13th. But I just thought I would read this just as a way to encourage you about the goodness of this book. So here's the review that was in my Amazon book club. Amazon copy of the book. Some people get bored while reading the novel. But when you started to fell the novel, you can't miss a single line from the novel. When persons start reading novel, they have to be made themselves more comfortable. Every body have a different taste in terms of choosing a novel to reads. Some people choose romance, but some choose fantasy. Same choose action and adventure, and some choose short stories. But the great authors made every single attempt to make a novel look cool and nice, or decent, in his own way, and it have to look natural and realistic, because every body wants to read the books that looks real and take reality with its content and meanings. The story of the novel is like an act which is performed in real life. The stories tell so many things to Jings which are related to your daily struggle and compromise. We can also say that the author is well knowledge about anything which is happening around ourself, and he also knew that how to solve that is the picture of real author. The novel is also claimed to be most successful novel for the author, carrier, and life. All the scene in the act is performed well. The author described it well in a very nice manner, and some scene of the novel is like very emotional and heart-touching and pure. Some readers cry while reading the novel. The novel tells us about whose life of some people is very hard, but they don't think of loss and make everything in ours side and fight from everything as it is poverty and its homelessness and any other thing of worry. The life is full of struggle and sacrifice of everything you want, but never lose hope. Every day is great, of joy and happiness. We have to paddle up ourselves and make bold move. The story of Tahoe novel is full of everything what our readers and listeners of the story wants, full of entertainment, enjoyment, education, poverty, homelessness, scarific, pain, and many more things. The unique concept of the story made the attention of the readers about the readers and the listeners at the end of the story. The overall concept and unique ideas made the story unique, and every reader wants to read this. The main story of the novel is revolve around the fictional action and adventure novel, and one of the most successful novel for the author, carrier, and life. The novel becomes the bestseller of the decade. The readers become crazy for the novel, and novel becomes super hit and sold over thousands of copies globally. And the novel busyness made the revenue of millions. The readers are very happy while reading the book. From this novel, the author became more famous than ever. The story of the novel is sometimes horror and really applicable. and the words and content of the story is very good. Some scene of the novel is looking like the reality of the novel, is very successful for the author and his carrier. The novel is full of horror and drama and scene, and the scene description in the novel is brilliant and nice. The novel story becomes with lots of different characters and places. The characters are incredibles and brilliant on the page of the novel. In the novel is surrounded by the net of words and sentences, which makes a brilliant scene, and story comes with different effect. Author very well knows how to add the words, and where to add the words in appropriate manners. The story of the novel comes with a lot of parts. Very part has a different meaning, and cool meaning when the readers read the novel. It feels like the souls of the person is clean due to the novel concept and storyline. The story of the novel is very inspirable and touchable with hearts, and made in nice characters in the reader's mind, and takes the soul in the rest because the novel gives us good information about the social things in the world. The story of the book seems to be very interesting and unique as well. The story is written by the famous author, and the story is very memorable and real. The novel is related to the French Revolution and the French War. The story of the novel is related to the political issues and political matter, and social matters also. The novel is not related to superstition things. It shows us the reality of life and everything. When you start reading novel at any part of the novel, you are not realized that you are bored. While reading the book, you cannot feel lonely because the characters said a lot for a person not feeling lonely. When there is developing interest in the book, it seems to be very curious what happened at the next. And the expectations level with the characters are very high at the time of reading. The language of the novel is very nice and simple. Everybody can understand it and experience a nice story. When we talk about the content of the novel, there is only one way to describe it. The content of the novel is brilliant and awesome. The storyline of the novel is quite strong and impactful to the readers and listeners. The author is very nice in terms of words, matching or rhyme. The rhyme portion of the novel is very understandable and unique, and entertain the readers and the listeners as well. The readers can relate themselves while going through the reading. The story of the novel is also implement in the real life as well. But there is some place where the readers get bored from the novel story, because there are some silly parts of the story that don't entertain you. But the silly part of the novel is not for the mass people. It is for the class people. In the novel, there is a brilliant word connections. With all the lines, the upper is very relatable to the lower line. Without one line, you cannot understand the meaning. And you also can't understand the paragraph. Well, I hope that helps convince you to pick up this book. It's actually, if that doesn't convince you, I'll say I'm enjoying it so far. And I hope as you read it, you'll understand the paragraph.